What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Western Wild Survival Series. We are back here, and we are dropping off another load, well, half a load of logs. I almost forgot where I was at. We'll go over there. I'll show you the progress that I've made. I've only cut down one row of trees, and you can see we're at $108,000, but that's not all from the trees. I want to show you what else I have done as well. As soon as we get these sold, let's see how much money we get off of this. Probably won't be a whole lot. 10 grand. That'll work. So we're up to 118,000. Actually, let me go ahead and change that because we're not in Europe. Over here, we are in dollars, miles, Fahrenheit, acres. There we go. Save. All right. So I change it every series depending on the map that we are on. So, in case you were not aware, just for added immersion, realism, all that stuff. So yeah, we are gonna go. Let's go back over here to the logging area, the forestry area, and let's park this trailer and truck back up over here. How's everybody doing out there? Hopefully you're doing wonderful. I am doing fantastic. So, we got a couple of things that we're going to do today. And I'm going to kind of change my plans a little bit. As far as what I was going to do for building out the town areas. So we'll get to that, all of that here in just a minute. Let me, if I can back this stupid trailer in. Come on. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to leave the tree harvester out there at the end of the row. That way it is ready to go for the next time we need it. That is a very, very loud truck. So yeah, we cut down one row of trees. I went ahead and grinded up the stumps with the lumberjack mod. There's a couple of, I think there's like 2 more stumps that were too short to cut with the chainsaw, so I went ahead and just left those. I'll take care of those with the mulcher or a stump grinder later on. So now what I'm gonna do is head back to the farm. Once we get back to the farm, I'll bring you guys back in and we'll talk about a little bit of the stuff that I have done around there real quick. Alright, we're back here at the farm, and let me show you just a couple of things that I did here. I went ahead and sold off all of the pigs and the pigsties. And the reason being is because all you do is feed them and wait for them to grow, and then you sell them for profit. It was interesting doing it there for a little bit, but it, yeah, I don't know. I just didn't see the long-term benefit, I guess, of doing that, of you know, keeping the pigs and all that stuff. We still have our silage bales out there in the field we got to pick up. So I sold the pigs, sold the pigsties, and got up to, I think it was like 78,000 or something like that. All together after everything was said and done, plus whatever was left from last episode as far as money. So now, what I want to do is we still have all that silage that needs to be moved over to the biogas plant. I'm not going to mess with that today. I'll deal with that later. We got some potatoes to go over there as well. We'll do all that stuff in another episode. This episode, I want to do something a little bit different from the plan that I had original. So original plan was to make the money to build out the town areas. You know, spending our own money. But I think that's just going to take too long. We're on episode 20 right now. Or 19? Yeah, I think this is 19. Anyways, what I'm going to do is add a bunch of money to my account. Now, I'm going to write down the amount that I have, $118,699. We're going to write that down, and that's the money that I'm going to reset myself back to. Okay, we're going to put a bunch of money in the account, build out a town area, and, you know, whenever we add new things to the towns and stuff, we'll just do it that way. Yeah, and then I'll reset the money back to whatever I was at before I started doing all of that work. So, what I need to do... Let me write down the amount that I have here. I have 118,690 So we have the amount right there. And what I'm going to do is let's add money. And let's just add, I don't really know how much it's going to take. So let's add $500 million. That'll be plenty enough for us to work with. Now, let's go into, after it saves, which is probably not a bad idea with the way the game has been going lately. We'll go into here, and let's zoom out. Now, the rule that I'm going to set here is I cannot use the land purchased for anything but building out the town. So this is going to be the town. We'll have a town out here, kind of, just expanding the property a little bit. And then I want the town to kind of come out this way. And then I may possibly have an idea for this area over here. So I'm going to leave all that open. So we'll go ahead and just expand the town out this way. I don't know if we're going to need that much land, to be honest. So we may be okay with what we have right here. And the reason I bought all this stuff is because I have some ideas for some of these rock features and stuff in here. And all these little roadways and everything. I have some ideas for that stuff. So we'll leave that the way it is. Now we're also going to be expanding town areas over here around the east town. And then the logging area, maybe like a little logging community or something right in here in these areas. And then in the south town, we'll just buy like these 3 plots of land. So right now, we're going to actually focus on this north area. And what I want to do is we're going to try... I may need to back out and add some mods real quick. Let's take a look in the store and see what we have. If we go into here... and we go to... I don't know if he has his own... Okay, so FDR. I was trying to sort it by the pack, but I don't think I can do it that way. So if I go and do... let's see what's in miscellaneous. Okay, so this is one that I believe works with Terraform. We don't need GPS on it, so we'll go ahead and buy that. And then we also need to come into... I don't think we have anything in here. Okay, nothing in here. Nothing in there. Maybe wheel loaders. Yes, so here's some stuff right here. We'll go ahead and deck it out, put some Michelin tires, all that stuff. We're not too concerned about the license plate, but we'll go ahead and do that. And then we're going to need some stuff to go with all of this. We also need to look for... There's a couple of things that I think I'm missing. To go along with this. So let's see, if I look in forestry, I don't know if this stuff is going to be in here. So you got all this logging stuff. Excavator wouldn't be too bad. The Tiger Cat might be a decent idea. Maybe this bucket. And I'm thinking this would be good for transporting the equipment. So we can do that. We will buy that for the town. And then maybe buy this. It's one of the FDR trucks. It says it has the FDR on it, which, don't really need that on there. I can't take it off. So we'll look in trucks and see what we can find in there. So there's no other equipment in here. Let's go to trucks and maybe... So here's some of the stuff right here that we want to get. Here's one. We can go to Michelin, all that. And You know, we'll just go no license plate. So we'll go ahead and buy that, and then maybe even get one of these, just to have some variety going on. No license plate. We'll go ahead and buy that. And then as far as a truck to haul everything, we could always go with, you know, one of these, or we could go with base game stuff. So this gets up to 500, 500, 500. And if we go to the Mac, we can get 500. This has a lot of horsepower. 675 is not bad. We could go with this for the town. Let's see, agriculture. Yeah, so you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing here. I'm buying land and equipment for the town use. Okay? I'm not going to be using any of this equipment for my own purposes. I cannot use the land for anything other than expanding the town. I cannot farm on it. None of that. Unless I do like a role play kind of thing, like I'm buying a plot of land in there or whatever to build like a building or something. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of the idea. I'm gonna go through here, get some equipment, back out, get a couple of mods and everything, and then hop back in here, and we will get back to it. Alright, we are back, and I am over here kind of by the town, the north town area. There's this open little area right here. We're going to get rid of this tree and do some terrain work and stuff right in here. Now, I'm not going to use any of this equipment to do that. I'm just going to go into the construction mode and do paint and terraforming and all that stuff for the beginning. But we have some equipment here. Some road work, construction type related equipment. We got some rollers and dozers and, you know, front loaders and all that stuff. We got the soil roller and then a smooth roller over here. We got this little bitty roller right here. We have our trailer, 2 trucks, another trailer over here, more for the heavy duty big stuff if we need to transport it anywhere. So the idea is that this is a I guess some sort of a city that has come in and decided to start developing in the Western Wilds. So I've went through and I've added a whole bunch of mods. There's still a bunch more that I know for a fact I'm going to need to add. The Terraform mod that I have installed is not working with this equipment, so I have to download the correct one. I already have it in a file in a folder. I just have to put it in here and get all this stuff to work. I was just hoping the one I already had installed would work with this, but for some reason it's not working really at all. So yeah, so we're gonna start doing some terrain work here. I'm gonna start with getting rid of this tree. Alright, then we could probably go ahead and get rid of these trees right over here. This will probably end up being a little bit of a short episode, just because I was not fully prepared to really record this today, but and I've been recording a bunch of other videos as well, but that's okay. I'll try to get it as lengthy as I can. Alright, so I think that's a good start right there with land. So we're going to utilize this whole open area here as long as I have... I think I have all the way up to those trees over there, so we should be good. I'm not going to do anything to this road right here because that's where we're going to be using this equipment to make roadways and stuff. So for now, I'm just going to build the yard and sheds and stuff that all of this equipment will be stored into. So let's go ahead and hop into construction mode. And yeah, this is a pretty good area right here. I don't know exactly where the property ends, so we'll probably say right about here somewhere. So what we could do, let's go to landscaping, painting, And then let's just take, because we're going to use this dark asphalt for the majority of the stuff that we do. And let's just put a rough line right there. And that's as far as we will take it. So now what we could do is we'll just start with an entry point, kind of like right here. Got to make it big enough for the trucks and equipment and stuff to be able to get in and out. So we'll probably come in just a little bit and then come this way with it, and then over here. And then we'll add a bunch of decorations and stuff. I have a ton of decoration packs and stuff installed. So we could take this kind of over here and up. This is just going to kind of give me a rough idea of the plot here. Kind of what we can work with. And then we'll just come straight across right over here. Now the land should be relatively flat, so I don't think we'll have too much of an issue with that. So what we could do from here is just bump this up to the biggest size. And just go ahead, and we're just going to go ahead and cover the whole thing. We'll add grass and stuff here and there once all the buildings and stuff are down, just to kind of add some more realism, texture, decoration to it and whatnot. So this is, like I said, this is just a kind of rough beginning of the area. So that's a pretty good sized lot right there for a like a road maintenance, city maintenance kind of plot. So I'm thinking we could probably do a couple of sheds for some of the smaller stuff. The bigger equipment could possibly just be left out in the open. I don't think it would be too much of an issue. So if we go into buildings, let's go to sheds. So we have, like, obviously we have like these big machine sheds like this right here. The only problem is some of the equipment may not be able to fit in there. Even these. So I think most of the small stuff, like this stuff, should fit. This dozer, or this front loader, should fit. The only issue would be height. So if we can just kind of come down here, get a rough idea, maybe it might be able to fit. I know these little ones will fit. The trucks will fit. Those two that are on the trailer will fit. These will possibly even fit in there. So we may not have to park any big equipment outside if we just get this big machine shed. So we have this option right here. Then we also have this option right here that has a little extra area. It's even got an office, which would be nice to have. So that's another idea. And we got two doors, and they're the same size basically as that other one. So what we could do, since, let's see, we have a little man door right there, so the equipment entry and exit will have to be on. We could probably just do this right here, and we'll have to place it kind of like this. So let's just get a rough look at it here, make sure we're kind of sort of squared up with that fence. I forgot to add that grid thing that some people were talking about. But this right here should be a good spot. We could put it, because we don't need any machines to go in right there. We could use that as like vehicle parking space. And that should give us enough room to kind of get out. Oh my goodness. Like kind of like that right there. Right? There is another man door back there on that side, so maybe we'll just put it right about there. Yeah, that's a pretty good sized building. We should be able to fit all the equipment in here. So if we pop this open, we got plenty of space. We have a door there. We may not be able to fit the front loader in. Maybe in this side door. This should be plenty of room to get some equipment in and out. We have the man door over there. We also have the workshop area, so this is kind of like, it's not necessarily an office, which I thought we had one that was kind of like an office, but I'll take a look and see. We may end up deleting this one. So let's see, if we go, this one doesn't have what I was thinking about. This is a big one right here. It does kind of sort of have this front business area, but there's nothing in it. So I mean, this one may be another option. Maybe if we can see, that generates money because it has the solar panels. I don't want to do that because this is on our farm account. Yeah, you got little garages and stuff. The Aggie buildings are nice. Might be able to fit all the equipment in one of these. There's no office, I don't believe, in this one. We got these guys right here. Yeah, big machine sheds. Got a couple of options. Just kind of, we got this one right here. Extra large machine shed. Big door on the front of it, which may be good, but there's, again, there's no little office area. And we have these, which are more for like farm, and I don't want to use those here. We do have this big warehouse, which is super cool. This thing is amazing. I definitely want to put this down somewhere. Maybe not on this map, but maybe. That would actually kind of work out with what we're trying to do here. Let's see. We got these warehouses. Kind of like a more old style. We got all of these there, so I did install a bunch of building packs as well. So we have plenty of options here, but I think the one that we have may be good because it does have this area right here. It does look like it's an office. So we may end up just going with that one. I think that's what we're gonna do. What is this? What is this, like a bulk storage or oh, this is one of the buildings in Norway. Yeah, this is one of the packs that I downloaded. Oh, that is so cool. And it has a little area inside of it. Oh, man, I kind of want to place this down real quick and take a look at it. Let's go take a little look inside of this thing. So we got a little man door right here. So it's like a little wood shop. Little workspace area over here. Little workshop. Okay, we can't get through. Yep, there we go. This is the vehicle repair area. Okay, there's the door. So you would slide the door. So if you close this, slide that one to get to that slot. Slide that one to get to that slot, kind of thing. This is a very nice building. I may use this on something. So, all right, I'm getting distracted here. This is not what we're here for. Let's delete that. Stop getting distracted. So we'll go with that right there, I think. I think that'll be perfect. And over here, we have these man doors, and then we have this little entry into the workshop area. Now, there was that one other building. I think it was this one right here. But it has it's the $1,400 a month income. So we don't want that. All right, so let's go with this one. Let's go Well, decorations, and I think what I'm going to do, since this might take a little while, I'm just going to throw it into a time lapse from this point. So, yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so we went ahead and put down some fences and a couple of lights here and there, and we put down some parking spaces over here, and I think that's going to be a good start to this area. So let's open up this gate. I did find this in mods. Hopefully it's big enough to get all of our equipment through. I believe it will. So the best way to test it would be to try to drive that guy right there through it. So turn off super strength. Alright. Let's go ahead and pick up that bucket. Let's go inside here and just take a look at how it looks in here. It's pretty plain. Oh, gotta turn it a little bit sharper than that. But yes, it does fit. So that is a good sign. Now let's see if this will fit through this front door. The height is going to be the issue. Yep. Alright, so we'll have to put this one in from the other door. So let's go try that out. And it looks like it may just barely fit. Nope, it is not going to fit at all. So this guy right here will have to sit outside. And we could actually park it right back here in this corner. I just want it turned around though. Well, that kind of stinks, but oh well. I could go with a different building, but I like having that little extra bit hanging out with the windows. I may look at some third-party mods and just kind of look around and see what's out there. But I think we'll be okay with what we have, honestly. So we'll go ahead and just park this right there. And the reason I'm doing this before I do any of the other decorations is because I want to kind of have an idea of where the vehicles are going to be at. That way I don't run out of space to park the vehicles. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to end up doing here is just backing these up. That way I don't have to drive all the way around. Then I'll find a place to park these as well. These will be sitting outside. I might put a little pavilion area or something, maybe right over here in the front. So we'll go ahead and park that right there. And let's go ahead and get this one in. Can't see anything from in here. Go ahead and get this parked up in here. This should fit no problem. So we can put this back here in the corner. Alright, there's one. And we have, let's see, we could go ahead and put these big ones in here as well. The crane may fit. It's the same height as this, so if this fits, we should be okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're perfectly fine. So we'll just get everything kind of lined up here. Somewhat semi-organized. There we go. Be a good spot for it, and we still have plenty of room to get the cat out there. Alright, so let's go ahead and move the crane in. There's still a lot of equipment that I want to get for this place, like some, just some trucks and utility trucks and stuff like that, flatbeds, and all of that. But for now, this will be a good start for this episode. All right, so we'll go ahead and drop that there. I mean, a second crane probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Go ahead and get this dozer in, or this front loader. Inside of it's pretty bare. It does have a working beacon light though. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this equipment parked up, and then I'll bring you guys back in after I get it finished. Alright, I got it all parked up in here. We got the rollers up front here. I need to probably move all this, move the crane and this towards the back, and then put that that guy like right up here. But I'll deal with all that another time. We got all the stuff lined up out here, or in here, and then we have the big guy out here, and I just realized the beacons are still on, so let's turn those off. And then over here, I just parked the trucks and the trailers off to the side for now, because we are going to be putting some more stuff in here. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and set the money. 118699. Okay, that didn't work. So let's do this again. Alright, so let's set money to 0. And then set money 118699. There we go. Oh, I see what I did. I stopped time. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so now we're back at the money that we had at the beginning of this episode, so we'll go ahead and close up these doors. Alright, well that is going to do it for this episode, guys. This one's probably going to be a pretty short one, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did enjoy it, and comment down below with any tips, tricks, or suggestions. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I will catch you guys in the next one.